Welcome to Lookouts and Waterfalls in the Blue Mountains, Episode 11, Part 2, Let Our Videos Be Your Guide. In Part 2, we continue our walk into the Valley of the Waters to visit 4 more waterfalls.
We now have to retrace our steps to our next stop. It is our second waterfall for today, Empress Falls on the Empress Falls track.
The path is degraded somewhat.
From the conservation hut, Empress Falls is a 450 metre walk downhill all the way. Graham, what do we know about this waterfall?
Empress Falls are located within the Valley of the Waters Creek, 500 metres downstream of Lillian's Bridge and above Sylvia Falls. Queen Victoria held the title of Empress of India in 1876, and in 1897 she celebrated her Diamond Jubilee. In May of that year, the Wentworth Falls Reserve Trust named the falls in the valley. I don't think the name Empress was a coincidence.
Oh! Draw your slip, Graham. Yes, thank you.
This was published in 1904. The scenery at the falls is magnificent. Ferns and greenery of all description is seen on all sides. In fact, it is scarcely possible to see the course of the water at times, owing to the growth of flowers and creepers. The waters fall from 4.5 metres onto a ledge, from which it bounds another 9 metres or so into a basin formed at the bottom. That was in the Windsor and Richmond Gazette.
This is Isabel Creek, which doesn't join before it goes over. It goes over and joins down the bottom. By the look of it.
This is 17 steps?
Nope. Count them.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, halfway there. How much further? Right down there?
Down the bottom, I guess. You can hear the water.
This is a photograph by David Noble. Our next stop and third waterfall for today is Sylvia Falls down the valley of the Walters Track. The Blue Mountains Geographic Encyclopedia says Sylvia Falls are within the valley of the Walters Creek. The falls are below Empress Falls and above Edith Falls. The name Sylvia Falls is suggested from the article in the May 1895 edition of The Mountaineer, where it says, "The waters are broken into 1,000 ripples by the rugged rocks, and with the sun shining on it has a very silvery appearance." We must keep a lookout for the prominent rock near the Sylvia Falls, where a copy of the stone placed in St George's Hospital grounds in Cogra can be found. The work was that of a practical stonemason using rough bush tools in 2 days' work to carve a memorial to the brave soldiers and his son who were at the war front in 1918.
Where are we now?
Sylvia Falls.
Sylvia Falls.
It is a photograph from Nanny Rump that was uploaded to Google Maps.
Our next stop today is Edith Falls, further down the walking track. There is little mentioned about Edith Falls, but we have been told it's between Sylvia and Lodore Falls, and the walking track crosses the base of Edith Falls via 17 large sandstone blocks set as stepping stones. Graham, is there much to tell about these falls?
Well, not a lot, Jeff. Edith Falls has vanished. It appears it was merged with Lodore Falls to become one fall. As the walking track crosses at the base of Edith Falls via the 17 large sandstone blocks, we will count them when we get there. In addition, the Blue Mountains Library Study Group says Edith Falls is to the right and Lodore on the left below the railing, although when in flood they are pretty much continuous. In the Sydney Morning Herald dated 18th of May 1911 it is written, "Further down the romantic descent are the twin falls, known as the Upper and Lower Lodore." In episode 3 we visited Woodford to find Hazel, Edith and Mabel Falls. Since there is an Edith Falls there, maybe that is why Edith Falls disappeared from the Valley of the Waters.
Here's a photograph of Empress Falls by David Noble. Let's now go and take a look at Lodore Falls, just below Edith Falls, on the same walking track. As explained, the top of Lodore Falls are below the railing that cross the creek at the base of Edith Falls, or Upper Lodore, whatever you prefer. These falls are very pretty, and more like a huge cascade, consisting of a succession of short falls of about 12 to 15 metres, splashing and descending from step to step of about 1 to 2 metres in drop. No one ever tires of gazing at them. On looking up, one seems to be completely hemmed in here, the mountains on each side rising to a great height, and only for the water being so icy cold, an excellent bath would be had getting under them.
Now, this is a photograph from David Noble.
There's a sign here, let's see what this says. Whee, slippery. Track closed, aha. So there is a path up there and then goes to Queen Victoria. I think it says we are here, where that dot is.
Yeah.
This track goes up there.
And it's closed.
Well, it's probably dangerous. With the prospect of a 45-minute hike back to the conservation hut, and realising it would take us an hour and a half, we decided not to visit Lower Lodore Falls. We did have a side view, so we struck out for one of the most exhausting uphill treks we have ever attempted. We visited 8 places today: Lyrebird Lookout, Queen Victoria Lookout, Empress Lookout, walked across to
Isabel Falls, took a peek at Lillian's Bridge, worked our way down to Empress Falls, and then further down to Sylvia Falls, Edith Falls, and Lodore Falls, which are historically the upper and lower Lodore. We don't expect you to do that all in one day. Take your time, enjoy the wonderful vistas, the outdoors, sunshine, but most of all, stay safe by reading our safety instructions at the end of this episode.
In our next episode, we drive north Wentworth Falls to Water Nymph's Dell to visit its waterfall. Then we drive south to Inspiration Point, where we visit 2 lookouts. Till then, bye!
Bye for now.
Whatever way you discover the Blue Mountains, we want you to have a safe and enjoyable experience. Whether you drive, catch public transport, or cycle to the destinations we visit here, some walking is necessary. The walks are usually short, but can contrast greatly, so you need to be aware of the risks. Have a safe and enjoyable sightseeing experience at these lookouts and waterfalls. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell to be alerted when next we visit the Blue Mountains.